focus on the issue which has dominated our news headlines, and it has dominated our discourse for the last week or so. We know of that police incident involving the 11-year-old, the police rape, the police sexual assault of the 11-year-old girl. He has since been charged and is awaiting his course of justice at the Bodley Correctional Facility. Unfamiliar territory for him, but he needs to get used to it for the nature of the crime which he is charged for. As we also told you, there's new details as well coming to the fore this morning as it relates to the matter that we reported first on yesterday, the assault on a 4-year-old girl from the Dennery Valley area. More details are coming to the fore this morning. The perpetrator, aged between the ages of 25 and 27 years, he was the next door neighbor of the young girl in the Dennery Valley, the community of Dennery Riviere, to be precise. He was being housed at the Mico police station yesterday. We can confirm that the perpetrator has since been transferred to Vieux-Fort Police, who are leading this investigation at this time. We can also confirm that on Sunday, the 6th of November, while so many were in distress with the heavy rain, this man was found performing oral sex on this 4-year-old girl. Police are investigating. We'll have more details as they unfold, but many citizens are growing angry with these continuous reports. Since our coverage started on Monday, a lot of people have reached out to us, many of whom want to share their stories. We had on our schedule a 32-year-old lady who 20 years ago, she was aged 12 then, was similarly sexually violated, and she was on board, but the recent reports of what happened to the 11-year-old and now the 4-year-old, these reports have triggered some sort of emotion within her, naturally so, that she keeps reminiscing what she encountered some 20 years ago. We've had to sort of put a hold on our scheduled interview for now. But many other women within our society share similar stories as well, one of whom reached out to us, and she's the mother of a young girl who was raped. This mother as well also has spent time behind bars for manslaughter. I've concealed her voice, and today we'll call her Jane Doe. A very interesting story. Perhaps we could learn something about or from her situation. She's still in search for some sort of help for her daughter, who has still not fully recovered from this crime, and she's in search for some counseling support. So Don, we can go straight to that feature right now. We'll hear from Jane Doe, the mother of a rape victim. This mother as well has spent time behind bars for manslaughter.
I've been through it, also my 2 daughters, and it's always a close family or friend. Yes, I know how it is. So, like when I told my mother what happened to me, she wanted to believe me. You understand? I still live with it, yeah. I ended up doing drugs. I went to prison for taking somebody's life because I've been hurt by men already. And my daughter was only 9 years old when her cousin interfered with her. And I didn't raise her, it's my sister that raised her. And all the time I come in to say, asking her if anybody touch her, whether that's not good or where they're not supposed to touch. And all our talking to her, they always have either my sister is there or her son is there. Like she was afraid to tell me what's going on. And when she came to live at our home, that's when she told me that he was interfering for her at the age of 9. So I know that feeling. Right now she has 5 children, and she's so aggressive. When I tell you she's so aggressive, you cannot tell her nothing and she's taking you on. You understand? Yeah. And she really needs the help. She needs the help, trust me. I cannot help her. I cannot help her. I'm seeking for help for her to see a counselor talk about what's affecting her. Because I've been through that same thing and I've always told her, if she ever go through that, speak up. And she has three daughters. I tell her to talk to her children. And the guy that did that to her, he's still living with us. When that happened, the mother sent that her son away. And now he's back living in the house. She has a 11-year-old daughter, a 2-year, and a 9-month-old daughter. So I am seeking for help for her because I really need her to talk to somebody and let them know how she feels because she doesn't open up to me. I never open up to nobody. My mother alone I open up to. And it's after I called prison, I saw counsel, I talked to them, I told them everything that affects me. I also lost my son in the process, motorbike accident. All that did affect me because he was my only son. But my other daughter deal with it different. But that one, oh, she really need the help. I am, because I have to stay strong, especially for the grands. Yes. But I really need to seek help for that child of mine. Yeah. Well, you as well have a blessed day. I do listen to your program every morning, but that one got me, so I have to speak up.
Our coverage of the recent spate of rape cases here on St. Lucia involving young girls in particular, but our situation would also affect young boys, has touched the nerve of this parent, a parent of a young girl who was 9 when she was sexually violated, according to the parent, by a cousin. Interestingly, years after, according to the information from the mother, the cousin who violated the young girl. Let's put the WhatsApp number on screen down right now. The cousin who violated the young girl still resides with them. Shocking. Our phone lines are open. You can come in on this particular issue. The mother is in search of help, counseling support, and other forms of assistance for this girl, this woman who now has 5 children. You can only imagine after suffering what she did at age 9, she now has produced 5 children, 3 of which are daughters, young girls. So we have a number of counselors within our domain here at Good Morning St. Lucia, so we will pass on the information to our counselors and have them to reach out to this particular story. So it's interesting that we could share this perspective from this parent who reached out to us, because you can see the ripple effect that these incidents have. The parent herself saying that she has suffered similar, and because of which she has unfortunately served time behind bars for manslaughter, killing a man because she confesses she has been through a lot with male figures. So she has killed a man and she has done time in prison. She's now out after serving her time, but still having to deal with this traumatizing situation, not just on her, but more importantly so on her daughter. The perpetrator is back in the comfort of their homes, family member. We continue our discussion on this particular issue tomorrow on the program. We'll have a representative from the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. We'll also have a representative from Human Services as well. So you want to come in and join us pretty early. We'll be discussing everything related to violence against young people and violence involving young people as well. That's on tomorrow's program. Thursday is going to be a good one. My next guest in Dominica is already standing by, but before we go there, let's wrap up again. Don, put the graphic on for me, that letter which was sent out by the school principal